I just wanted to know, I woke up today, and I could not believe how bright the sun was coming into my house. When I say bright, I'm not talking about the regular sun. Something was very weird feeling. I mean, this brightness was like when you take a picture and you get the camera in your face with a flash on.
Yeah.
That kind like an ultra brightness, fluorescent light bulb brightness, or a halogen floodlight brightness. Yeah. It's not the same regular sun. And if you are aware of it, you better unaware of it, you better get aware now. I looked up at a video that Mark happened to be taking the other day, had nothing to do with the sun. I forgot what he was talking about, walking up and down the street, doing his exercise.
Oh, they were
it doesn't matter. Chemtrailing. And I said to Mark, take a look at that video. Look at that sun. There's two suns there, one above the other. Our sun was on the top, and the other one looked like it was below and closer to the earth. So I said that must be the planet X or Nibiru or whatever that they're talking about on the news. Not fake news. You're not going to hear this from the lamestream media. They don't talk about important stuff. They're the ones that are obsessed. They're so fucking nuts. They need their heads. Can I talk? They need their heads examined. They're the ones that are friggin' mental because they're so obsessed. All they do is talk about Trump. What kind of underwear you're wearing? What size waist? Does he wear false teeth?
Yeah, false teeth.
What chocolate bar does he eat? How many scoops of ice cream? All faggot, gossip, bullshit. They're asking because you know why? They ain't got nothing on him.
Nothing else.
So they have nothing else to say. So they're trying to belittle him and degrade him and brainwash simple-minded, stupid left that are already simple-minded to be a Democrat. Because the Democrats today are not like years ago. I was raised a Democrat, always voted a Democrat until I got smart and started seeing the Democrats were changing and not for the better, and the Republicans were getting like the Democrats used to be. The Republicans were getting better and better ever since Reagan. Ever since Reagan, I became an independent, and I voted for Reagan.
I was going to say, Jimmy Carter did it for you. That was it.
Yeah, that Jimmy Carter really did it for me as a freaking piece of shit president. But anyway, Obama's worse than him. Obama, Bush, they're all in it together.
Yeah.
All right? That's why they wanted Hillary. It's the only reason why they're mad Trump won, because he ruined their agenda. But I don't want to get off the track.
Yeah.
I want to go back on the track about, I told Mark, take a look at that sun. It's a double sun. That must be the Nibiru planet they're talking about. And sure enough, it didn't feel right today. And so and Mark comes home. I didn't see him all day. He comes in his apartment. I happen to go to his apartment. He's getting a new sink, and I'm measuring it. And I start saying this to him. He's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
He said he felt the same way.
We didn't even talk today about this.
And then I was sending him from the grocery store, Publix, today, audio clip after audio clip, because I was interviewing people to see who was aware about this 5 o'clock curfew.
Yeah.
And some of them were not aware, but the ones that were are taking it nonchalant. I'm not saying panic, but be smart about this. They're taking, because they want to prevent accidents, and some people are saying...
Fake news.
Yeah, it's because of insurance reasons. If anybody gets hurt, county don't want to be sued. I said, get out of here. I says, I'm here 40 years. Yeah. We had worse weather than this. I says, and they never had a curfew. Never. People knew enough to when it got dark to go home anyway.
Yeah, and someone said the reason why they drive up in New York and other places because they have more redneck in them than us. Brooklyn doesn't have more redneck.
They don't have no rednecks at all up there.
Better vehicles. They got the vehicles down here, the big 4x4.
Yeah, they have them up there too, but they're so stupid to say that. It has to do because they have the equipment up there to clean the streets and everything. And every freaking highway and stuff. And because they get tremendous snow. But we don't need that because we only get 2 freaking inches. Very rare do we get 6 inches. But it's always 1 to 2 inches of snow, so they don't need to buy and invest in the equipment. So they just say on the news, be careful driving, the icy roads. They've been saying that for 40 years now. All of a sudden, a curfew?
Yeah.
This is bullshit. There's something up.
Hey, does Alaska have a curfew? It snows around the clock there. People still got to live and go to work. Do they have curfews?
Do they have curfews in Alaska?
North Dakota? Canada?
Well, anyway, we were in New York, and it was a blizzard. We saw piles of snow 8 foot high. I didn't see them have a curfew. All right? Now, the rednecks are down here, whoever said that stupid remark. There ain't no rednecks up there unless you're up in the hicks of the mountains, maybe, of New York, near Canada border, where I once was and where they are like just like people down here. But I mean, not all people down here, but like the rednecks, down here. But they all have 2x4s and big trucks.
4x4s.
4x4s. I'm thinking I got construction on my brain. They all have 4x4s up there just as well as they have them down here. But that's not the issue. The issue is equipment up there, and we don't have it down here.
Our main roads are pretty clear.
But our main roads are clear. Everything is clear. So why the hell is there a curfew? To a point. Now, they're not only telling people to be home at 5. I'm in Publix, and they said they had to close up by 6, all the stores.
Yeah.
Gas stations, supermarkets, grocery stores, drug stores. These are all important places that we may need, that are always open with ice on the road and snow. Now, all of a sudden, they're telling them to shut down? There's something up, because this is bullshit. There is something up. What they're doing, it don't feel right. It ain't right. What they're doing, I think, is a test. They're testing us to see how we would behave if they had a curfew and
this is a great opportunity.
Martial law.
Right?
And they're using the weather as an excuse. That's what I think.
I should have did a podcast, man, in the news. That's what I should have done with you on there, a podcast.
Well, it's too late now. I got things to do. I got milk I got to put away.
Can you call in later if I do
groceries?
Call in?
I don't know. Might not have the time. Right. My time is scheduled bumper to bumper schedule. I got all the time. But I'm just trying to say to you, wise up, Cowetans. Wise up, Georgians. This ain't about lawsuits and don't want anybody getting in an accident and stuff like to prevent accidents.
Well,
they don't want to prevent accidents. Keep the friggin' millenniums off the road. Because half of them are speeding and don't abide by the laws.
Yeah, cutting people off 100 miles an hour.
They're worse than the old people.
Oh, yeah.
The old people drive slow and they're on the right. These are friggin' young people, 40 and below, that are friggin' and teenagers and everybody. Don't give a license to them until they're 25. How about that?
Yeah.
You want to be so worried about
it's the
crashes.
older people, or tell the 17, 18-year-olds not to be on, the younger ones not
That's
to be on the road.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you mean, curfew for them,
yeah. Curfew for the younger ones, but I'm saying they shouldn't even have their license that young. I really was always against that.
Yeah.
They need to be around 21 to 25 years old, because half of them don't abide by the law. They're wet behind the ears. And they tailgate, they cut you off, don't put no friggin' blinkers on. And we look and see who's behind the wheel. They're 40, they're in their 30s, they're in their 20s, maybe in a couple of teenagers too. But this is unreal. So this is bullshit. They're testing us to see our reaction, to how we're going to react. Period.
Why didn't they call curfew?
That's it.
Why didn't they tell the stores not to open to begin with? Because there was 2 inches of snow on the road when it was fresh. That's a dangerous time, is it not?
Yeah, right.
Not when the road's already cleared from people riding on it. Now you're going to call for a curfew?
Yeah, right.
That's back ass.
This is last minute curfew today.
Minute, too.
So it's bullshit. There's something going on, and it ain't the weather. Believe me.
I ain't buying it.
I ain't buying it. I believe they're testing us for martial law or some bullshit, or if something's going on besides martial law. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the sun, the planet, getting closer, and people are noticing how bright it is. I don't know what the hell it is.
They're going to think you're crazy saying this
I know.
stuff.
I can't say it's that. Well, I know. But I'm just saying I think they're crazy. Just like the left is crazy. The media is crazy. All they do is talk about Trump, Trump, Trump. They don't talk about important issues. You got to go online to hear about important issues, which is bullshit. Or they don't talk about all the good he does. They only talk about a few things. They always talk about stretching the truth and exaggerating on a few things that he may say. They ain't got nothing on Trump, and they're pissed off because they can't do their agenda, which is New World Order. All right? That's it.